Of course, International Stadium. It's going to be China versus Malaysia in the 5th and 6th playoff. As we pull down the curtain, we're in the final stages of the third leg of the Asia Rugby 7 series. Malaysia, they've played some of their best rugby of the series here in Colombo. And after finishing dead last in legs 1 and 2, they find themselves battling here for a fifth place finish, which I don't think is going to be enough to deny them relegation, because we saw Chinese Taipei just take 8th spot. They'll get a point for that. And even if they get 5th spot, the Malaysians will achieve 5 points. They'll take them up to 7. There'll be 7 points apiece, so not sure what happens after that. Here is the China side. Mixed bag for them this weekend, but keep your eyes out for the big men all across the park, and we've really enjoyed the emergence of some of these big Chinese front rowers. And number 12, Hazim for Malaysia. He's dynamite, as is number 7, Muhammad. He's starting off the bench. Nasharuddin in 2, the tireless workhorse. And from Hong Kong, our referee, Patrick Kwok. Earlier today, China they beat Korea 39-7 in the semi-final. And Malaysia beat Chinese Taipei 19-12 in a desperado finish for them. So big finish here from both these sides. China, here goes Pan. This guy is one of the emergence. Real pace man. There's Han and Pan connecting. And here's Lu Luda. He's a big favourite of ours. Hooks up with Jang, and Nasharuddin, for all of his effort and toil. Well, he's pulled off one, has he? Goodness me, what's going to happen here? Patrick Kwok's on the wrong side, I think. He's given the try. And no conflab with the infield assistant referee. This will be good to look again. Good start by China, though.
Well, what a start by China. Pan really opening them up, didn't he? And he shifted them around. Did a great ball from Han. And came back the way the ball came from. This caught Malaysia napping. Five points. That's all it yields. As we just take a look here now. Great ball around the corner. Is that Chen that's delivered that one, I think? And
yeah, he finally gets it down, doesn't he? So well done, China. Isn't it great seeing those front rowers with ball in hand? Big men really enjoying their work here. It's not really a game cut out for big men normally, but they have their fair share of whoppers, don't they? And here come Malaysia. This is Zarif. Their turn to have a crack. Safwan with a bit of footwork, and he's held up by Lu Luda. Well, he's definitely in trouble when Mr. Lu gets hold of you. Here's Chen. Having a look down the blind is Gao. Oh yeah, this is steady stuff. Here's Han. Nasharuddin makes another one of those fantastic spot tackles of his. Chen straightening up. I think they're all front rowers, nearly all of them. Here's Hazim. He's the man that needs no invitation. Malaysia's weapon.
yeah, it's a remarkable team that the squad that the Chinese have arrived with, isn't it? They do all look, that looks like about 5 front row forwards, or at least
Stay down.
3 and 2
ball,
pretty
okay?
good sized loose forwards.
Crouch.
Big, strong and heavy, but
Fine.
for the size
Sit.
of them, they can generate some power and they can generate some work. I just wonder if this might be the start of
Play
a, oh,
on.
look at that,
Field.
beautifully taken, superbly turned over from Mahid Kamil.
That was one slick movement. Here's Nasharuddin with a little bit of genius from him. Can he get a nice bounce? No, he's patient. Look out behind you. Pan's coming up behind you. Can he flick it up? There's two Malaysians there. Here is Zulasham.
Offside.
Have China worked to get back. They're still coming back. Here's Hazim, and he's too good from there to be stopped. Not enough Chinese players. There's still three coming back behind the ball. Open invitation, and Nasharuddin, hardest working man in Malaysia. Hazim with the finish. China players literally not interested in getting under the posts to hurry things along a bit, so they strike back. 10th try of the series. He's really up there with the big names. There's a few Malaysian fans on Facebook concerned that that was not a try earlier to China. We had our doubts, but we think that he finally got it down as he rolled over in the tackle of Nasharuddin. And here's Nasharuddin, turn provider. Now, it was good work by Zulasham on the spot there, and Hazim finishes that one off. Try a piece. Not sure how China missed that kick from in front of the posts earlier, but they now trail by 2 points. Here's a burst from Jang. Joseph Gordon tries to get up quickly and stimmy that one. Here's Han, looks for Pan. Hazim comes across, and great contest between those two. Pan's got real pace. The knock on spotted there by Patrick Kwok. Just over a minute remaining in this key matchup. As I said, Chinese Taipei are going to finish this series on 7 points. Malaysia are on 2 now. If they can win this game, they take 5 points. Takes them up to 7. That'll put them 7 equal with Chinese Taipei, and it might come back to head-to-heads over the series, those two teams. And there will be a relegation on the cards. Here comes Joseph Gordon. He gives it to Hazim. Look at this guy go. Oh, he puts on the change of pace. He's class, this man. What a joy to watch. He is flying the flag for the Hibiscus. Try number 2 to him. And again, he just tries to use up the clock. 11th try of the series for him.
Well, he'd look at home and any of the bigger programs, wouldn't he? Plays well, plays very well. Very, very balanced athlete. He's got the step off both feet. He's got the natural propensity to hold the ball in both hands. It's off-putting to defenders. 2 points goes through. And this Malaysia performance, well, they've saved the best for last.
Yeah, it's been a cracking leg for them, hasn't it? Very stable squad, the Malaysians, opting to develop their local players over this and last season. They've had a few Fijian-born players that have made appearances from time to time. Antonio and a couple of others, 3 or 4 that they just relied on too much, and they've developed homegrown talent, and it's great to see them sticking with the squad.
Foundation offside.
They had Eric Coker, former Sevens player for New Zealand, coaching them last season. They went down to New Zealand, did a pre-season tour. Played well at the East Asian Games. And they've really found their feet in this third leg. They're playing good sevens. China, the side, we've also talked about them. Really, it's a new look squad for them as well. A lot of players not here on the series Ma Chong comes immediately to mind, but they've chosen also to develop this next group of players. And if they can stick together through until next season, they'll also be an interesting proposition, especially when teams like the Philippines also are gathering momentum. Korea seem to be going off the boil. And Chinese Taipei, well, a mixed bag for them. It's all about the program, getting the players onto the program, consistency, getting them in good condition, and giving them a shot at this. Both these sides here, you know, we're used to seeing China in the top 4, but each team at some point has to try and rebuild, replenish the stocks.
China.
With the Rugby Sevens at the Olympics now, it's really changed the policies of a lot of rugby unions about how they approach sevens. Here's Han. He breaks out of the first one, takes on Nur Azmi. They trail by 9. They'll be looking to some of their dynamic big men, Han and Pan, Chen and Lu. There goes Lu Luda. Just as we mentioned his name, the sweeper to beat. Look at the tackle from Nasharuddin. He's given up maybe 20 kilos and a few inches there. No worries, takes him straight on. Lu Luda in full flight. Lovely to watch. There's Lee Haitel clearing that one away. Gives it back on there to Gao. Steps off the right. Gives it back to Lee. They need a score early. Lu Luda. Chen. Here goes Han. Beats the 2 inside shoulders there. He just needs to flick this one up. Lu's on Han. There's no one in front of him, and he's got eyes only for the try line, Lu Luda. And he just sniffs around. He follows that ball everywhere. 3rd try of the tournament, but the contribution overall from him has been terrific to this Chinese effort.
Well, it's good to see him sitting down, taking a bit of a breather there. Lu Luda. Finally, we're starting to see a little bit of fatigue on the face of the young man. He's human after all.
I've just learnt that if Malaysia win, they will stay up and Taipei will be relegated. And well, what a finish that would be for them. They got the wooden spoon in legs 1 and 2. They could salvage their existence on the series with this performance here. Long way to go yet though. China with the momentum right now. They close the gap to 2. Malaysia need to look. There he is, Hazim. This guy can go as well, Muhammad. Tries to get away from Pan. Pops it up to Hazim. Not enough space for him to work any magic. Still a long time left in this second half. Here's a big run coming in from Zulasham. Lu Luda gets on him and, well, he suffocates the ball there. Just locks it down.
5. Here, please.
Long shadows here at the Racecourse International Stadium. The sun will be setting in the next half an hour or so. The lights are on already. 4 more matches today. Up to the 10 they come. Malaysia, well, their existence in the series depends on this final 3.5 minutes. They've got to get the ball though. Here goes Lee, pops it up to Lu. Look at this man, he just cannot be held back. Han the playmaker, what a pass that is. Pan, he is quick, he goes inside Nasharuddin. And that is a brilliant finish. Han and Pan, as we've seen before, combining. And Lu Luda, he's all over everything. And they retake the lead, China.
Well, I just love the fact that every time we see these guys now, they're hurting. They're hurting. This is where you form the respect for that shirt that you're wearing. This is where it starts meaning something. The pain on their faces. They're doing it for, well, not just China, but they're doing it for their teammates. That's the great thing about it. Look at Lou Luda here, my word. Well, if he ever gets in top condition for sevens, he is going to be a real headache for a lot of teams going forward. This bloke already is in that kind of pace. Bunched up for the restart here. I think China are going to go all in on this restart.
Are we good to go?
It's going to have to be pitch. Well, it's going to have to be inch perfect.
Malaysia through Noor Azmi. They've got 2 and a bit minutes.
Offside.
Squirts out the side and
Tackles
no one's
here.
really sure.
Offside.
So they look to Kwok, who says offside. Now, Malaysia, they got to go 90. Look at the contact there. Oh, he runs at all the big men. Does Zulasham. Crazy stuff. Counter ruck from Jang. Here's Hazim. They'll be watching him. Oh, and he's throwing a loose one. Muhammad, though. Look at this guy go. Skits out of one. Gets around the other. Looks up for Hazim. And how about that? These two, we identified them as threats. And they have collaborated down that far side again to swing this match.
Well, there may even be a bit of a report and back play here. That's a try for Malaysia.
Time off.
The charge that went through on
Time's off.
Muhammad was pretty brutal. There didn't appear to be any shoulders in it at all. Patrick Kwok goes back over, and yeah, I'm not surprised about this.
Lay hit.
We see
Can
this
you tell
one
me
back
where his shoulder land on the player?
Absolutely blitzed
About here, okay.
by the Chinese player. Yellow card almost seems a little bit lenient. That was a nasty shot.
It's Han, the playmaker.
Now, they don't have to worry about the speedster for Malaysia. I don't think he's going to be coming back to this game anytime soon.
With the conversion, they go 2 out in front. Dramatic stuff. Hazim cometh the hour.
Time's off.
Here we go. Oh yeah, hand there. Yeah, it was brutal, wasn't it?
No, he's giving it to him all right. There's no use to the arms at all. It's nothing short of a shoulder charge. He's back on his feet. The little man. And I suspect he got a very stark reminder about being small and fast. Oh, yeah.
And we've not seen any dirty play this weekend at all, really, have we? Haven't troubled the sighting officers here. There's been yellows for just repeated ill discipline, but nothing foul. That's one of the rare
before I'm in.
lapses of concentration. And Han, well, he hasn't struck me at all as someone who would be like that, but he's, don't know if he realised, but the 7-pointer was almost a gimme after that pass was made to Hazim. And now here we go, just 30 seconds remaining. Can the Malaysians hold on? Can they hold on to their spot in the Tier 1 7 series? It's loose. There's going to be a scrum, and this will be the last play for China.
Scrum.
They're probably not so concerned about the fate of Malaysia. They just want to come 5th.
Let's go.
Malaysians, I'm sure they know what they're playing for. They would have said at the beginning of this tournament, we need to come 5th. Chinese
Calm down,
Taipei
calm
need to
down.
come 8,
Can you see that again, slowly?
and they've played it out.
7.
Another Malaysian player down in the background.
Is he number 7? Yeah, he's
London.
got a sub. He's got a sub. Okay.
Looks like our same man.
The second knock, and perhaps
Is the
just a
substitution
precaution.
player back on?
Looks okay though.
1,
Doesn't
2,
look
3,
wobbly.
4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
He's a guy with potential and a future,
just wait,
isn't he?
just wait.
He's really emerged
Hang on.
over this weekend.
Time on. Crouch. Bind.
Last play of the game.
Sit.
China with 6 players.
Steady.
Look to shut out the Malaysians.
Play on.
Going in high though is Noor Azmi,
No hands.
trying to tie this one up. Just going to take one little error here. Trying to look to their big performers. Here's Lee. And now they come from
Away,
everywhere, the
8.
Malaysians.
Hands off.
Scrapping for their lives. Here's Big Fu. Look out, fresh legs. Goodness me, he dragged
Ruck.
2 of them for about 15 metres. Such is the strength there. Gao. Hold the phones, everyone. Lu Luda takes on Zulasham.
4 out.
They just have to number up the Malaysians. No one needs to come out of the line. Oh, look, they've breached.
Ruck.
Good tackle
No,
by
out.
the sweeper Gao and Hazim.
Offside.
Wow, they could just go for the shot here. Straight out in front. No, they go quickly through Lee. He finds Shi. Good
Play on.
tackle.
China's got the ball.
Get
Release,
up on your
boy.
feet, Malaysia. Here's Jiang. They're getting closer and
Watch for
closer.
Fu. I think Fu will pop up here
No,
shortly.
play on.
Oh, look, here we go. It's Shi. One more pop will do it. Malaysia clinging on here. Lu Luda launches himself, and he's desperately, agonisingly
Last hit.
short. Oh, they've done it. They've done it. It's Fu Ying Lee, as you said, the big Fu. He has broken the hearts of Malaysia. Oh, commendable stuff with just 6 players. What an incredible finish to this match.
But in a strange sort of way, going down to 6 almost made it easier for China. They knew they had the hardware out there, the big bangers. And this man, Fu, close to the line. He's devastated. Just look at the forearms on the man. You know that this boy loves to get in the thick of things up close and personal. And as soon as they got towards that line, it was only a matter of time before Fu got himself in the action. The conversion goes stray. The points go to China. The victory goes next to their name. And is that it for our friends from Malaysia?
Sadly, that means they'll be relegated for next season, and, well, they kept the dream alive till the final seconds of the 3rd leg of the series. And they've come in with a plan,
You mean from the
and the plan was to come 5th at least, and they nearly